Hello, you're watching Kill67 Gaming. It's been a while since we've done one of these. Because I haven't really had the time to put into these games to really give them any proper consideration. I have given a good amount of time to this game in particular. So we're going to look at Pokémon Stadium. So, we are here to discuss Pokémon Stadium on the Japanese Nintendo 64. It was always going to happen. There was going to be a game that my inability to read kanji or understand the Japanese language was going to become a major issue. This appears to be the one. As anyone who's played Pokémon Stadium will know, it's quite text heavy. Now I'm sure that if you're playing this as a ROM file, there will be translation patches available. However, I'm playing it on a Japanese N64 with the original Japanese cartridge. There is no translation patch available for those. Therefore, I kind of have to make it up as I go along. Aiden understands Pokemon far more than I do, so he kind of gets how to win at this game. For me, there's a lot of trial and error involved. Because everything's in kanji, I can't read it. I just have to know where on the menu everything is and kind of go from there. This makes the game a little frustrating because you can never do things first time round. You have to kind of work out what things are. It also probably doesn't help that I don't know which pocket monsters are strong against other pocket monsters. Again, this is where Aiden comes into his own because he kind of understands the whole lore of the series, and the kanji isn't as big a barrier to him as it is to me. But coming at this, I have to say, for a Westerner, I shouldn't have went for this one. I should have got because this is an NTSC machine I'm playing on, I really should have got the North American NTSC Pokemon Stadium instead of this Japanese Pocket Monster Stadium. That being said, I have to say that whoever the Japanese kid who had this game before me is, they left me one hell of a save where I've got some very good Pokemon to work with, which makes things a little bit easier. But it would be nice to understand the story more. What I have tried to do, through necessity, rather than any deep desire to get more involved in the game, is I have managed to get a ROM of the US version of the game, try and get to terms with what the story is, what we're trying to do. It's kind of helpful, kind of not helpful, because you never play the same game twice. So what I do on one version I don't do on the other version, and it kind of not brilliant, to be perfectly honest with you. The game itself is beautiful. I mean, for the time, if you look at the graphics on this, the various pocket monsters are just animated beautifully in 3D, even though this is primitive 3D and polygon technology that was in its infancy. The character models are absolutely beautiful for the time. I think the game itself is wonderfully made. The attack animations are brilliant. all round, it's a brilliantly well made game. It looks beautiful. But as a Westerner who doesn't speak Japanese, it's a little bit inaccessible. This may not be the review of the game that people expected. Well, it wouldn't have been if I'd known, if I could get to grips with the game itself. Yeah, it's a bit of a downer, but you win some, you lose some. For every Diddy Kong Racing, there's got to be a Pokémon Stadium. I'm sure the game's brilliant. Anyone who fondly remembers Pokémon Stadium on the N64, you're probably right. I wish I could have that experience, but I can't at the moment. So, this is going to be my probably shortest Japanese game review. This has taken a while to put together because I really have tried to get to grips with this game. Language barrier is too great. But next time we'll try a different game. And it might be different. It probably will. But until then, if you haven't already, please hit a like or a dislike on the video, depending on whether you've liked or disliked it. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate that greatly. If you want to share this video anywhere or with anyone, although to be quite honest, I'm not sure why you would want to, because I haven't been able to give you any great insight, I would appreciate that greatly. And as always, the most important thing that you can do for me between now and the next time I see you, which hopefully won't be too long, is to simply keep gaming.